I'm your host, Frady Cat, and today we're going to be continuing The Letter, a game that is a visual horror novel based off of things such as The Ring, Gringo, Grudge, things like that. So last time, our friends got to see the letter, which probably brought them into the curse. I'm not really sure, because we haven't really mentioned a curse, which just says, or else. And we kind of didn't do so well with Becca, because she's, a little jealous about the fact that, Ashton likes us. Even though I personally, I'm fine with Ashton. He's fine, but, I love Zach, so Zach and I both share the tall, and I like tall characters. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? I'm waiting for that to jump scare me every time. Talking mushrooms, I should have loaded. Oh well. Yeah. My relationship with her is not great right now. My relationship with her is fantastic. I could have taken a hit with him, but I didn't want to upset him. Granted, they don't believe me. They're only giving me the suggestions to put my mind at ease, but it's better than being ignored or being laughed at. I can take comfort in knowing they are willing to hear me out.
So, what do you think?
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
I don't know.
What? Damn it! No! I refuse. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with Meet the Priest.
I'll think about it. But maybe we could go with Zach's idea?
Ha! Ha ha! Go with my boo.
I'm not so sure about that.
You're gonna go behind my back? Because I feel like you're gonna go behind my back.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we did something than just stand around. I'll let you know when he's available, Bella.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Zach. I knew I could count on you.
You're amazing. You're my favorite character in this entire game. This is the whole reason I want to play this game right now, even though I know I'm gonna get jump scared to all shit.
Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it, yet you're not even paying attention yourselves.
God, Becca, relax.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this.
She does have a point.
The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I throw an apologetic look, even if Ash is the only one she should be reprimanding, but her attention is already back on the screen. She's ignoring us again. When Becca's acting the way she is right now, it's a big chance something's nagging her. We really need to talk. We all fall into a comfortable silence after, the kind only you can only share with people you're most at ease with. It's gonna be one of those days where I can't seem to talk. For the first time today, the letter lays forgotten in my bag, if only for a few hours. Yeah, because you already showed more than 5 people, and now you went and cursed more than 5 people, and you're an awful Why did you go into that house? Night has fallen by the time oh god, no. We exit the movie house. Oh fuck, no. I don't know if the thing's trapped in the house or if it, follows you. Luxborn Independent Film and Theater Festival celebrates its 9th year discovering new creative talent in the film industry. Included in the few showcases this year was Zachary Steele's Dark Tales of the Black British. Isabella Santos, Ashton Frey, and Rebecca Gales were also seen amongst the crowd at the premiere. Awesome. Despite the late hour, the streets are still busting full of people, those about to head home, those set to meet someone, even those simply wondering about. Whew. I have no idea where that came from, sorry. Walking in this sea of unfamiliar souls, it strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city as nondescript as Luxborn. I was afraid, too, at one point back when I was new and had just set foot in this place. Dude, I feel you. New places freak me out. Now, with familiar faces walking with me, it feels a little like home. Also, I just noticed that says the point of no return. I should have noticed that earlier. Whoops. And what's with the wanted poster? That looks creepy as all shit. Zach and Ash bid us goodbye shortly before Beck and I crossed to the other side of the street. The former claiming he got a few freelance jobs to take care of before the day ends. And Ash? Who knows? He never tells. Sometimes he'll just randomly appear at your doorstep, looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zach a lot, much to his friend's frustration. Although he's a busy guy too, in spite of the laid-back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone!
No problem, Zach.
No
You stay
problem,
safe.
Zach. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
It's twice. No, 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 no. You fuck right off. Seems you are bound to the house. A sensation, cold, sickening, drowning, my chest tightening, breathing, becoming labored. I can taste blood in my mouth, the edges of my vision blurs. In the distance, amidst the countless nameless people going out their lives, a voice reaches out to me. Pleading even as I clench my eyes tight and clasp my hands over my ears. Whispering and whispering and whispering, calling out. I'm ready for it.
No, not me.
I get it. Somebody. I got it.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
Thank you, God. At her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place. The murmur's gone. Becca, I know you're pissed off at me, but thank you so much. When I open my eyes, Becca raises an eyebrow at me and questions.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me?
Oh, yeah. Just, okay. Sorry, I spaced out.
You always do that.
Sorry. I follow her out the complaint, but not before sneaking a glance at the far end of the street. Where the voice came from, or another set of eyes might be peering at me. Nothing. There's only Zach and Ash watching over us as we head back to where Becca parked our ride home. If I'm expecting to see something or someone there, I try not to let it show. Try not to think of the tiny pinpricks of fear crawling at the pit of my
See you
stomach.
guys some other time.
Yeah, see ya.
Another glance, and with a final wave, we go off on our way. I don't know what I saw, I don't know what I heard, I don't want to know. And if this is what will help me sleep tonight, what will give me back the normalcy, then so be it. The darkness closes around me, gasping, pulling, engulfing me. The ground caves in, and without warning, I'm falling. Why do you do that shit to me? Ah, fuck you, game. My eyes snap open. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. She has such adorable things, and her room is so super fucking messy. But oh my god, there's a little sheepy and a little cat bat. Oh! Ah, adorable! Both my back and shoulders are aching from me having fallen asleep all hunched up the night before. Drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. I let my eyes... Let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window, and allow my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. Sorry guys, I am recording super early this morning, so it might be that. Let me get a drink of water and see if that helps. Because, this should not be yawn-inducing, seeing as I'm already feeling like I'm having a heart attack. Or panic attack. They kind of both feel the same, I think? I don't know. Just tightness in chest. Pulse rising. Anticipation. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxmorn, or at least none I can recall having. It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Not the crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I'll tell my siblings about. Maybe it's just the stress of living alone? The knowledge that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to.
What time is it?
Habit forces me to look over to the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavy on my shoulders and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. In a heartbeat, I'm
Oh
up.
man, of all the times to oversleep. Towel? Towel? Where's my towel?
Admittedly, it's the weekend, and as an unspoken rule, that entitles me to an extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened, oh lord, one box of donuts as peace offering won't be enough the second time around. Grabbing my towel, I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom when a muffled ringing. There is a moment of indecision at first, my mind conflicting whether I should just ignore it or answer it. What if it's Rose, or worse, our boss? Ah, sheesh. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pull the device out. Just the sight of it is enough to put me in a foul mood, and it makes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the call. Caller's ID reads Mama.
Huh?
It's around 4:45 p.m. in the Philippines right now.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
Usually it's around noontime here, and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use the money on something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most cheerful voice I
Hello?
gather.
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Mama, I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
There's a tired lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. I wish there's something you could do for her, but from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand, but Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Odds are, Kuyo Jordan's already out drinking right now. Again. I can't count on my older sister either, knowing she has a family of her own, and well, 8 Anne's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having ran herself knee-deep in debt.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas. How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy. And Papa? How's Papa doing?
It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach. From the way Mama's voice hitches, she also doesn't want to bring it up.
Papa. Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds.
Oh no.
But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well.
I have a feeling he has cancer.
The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. It used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with a sickness 5 years ago, he's been unable to provide for us. Okay, sickness, that's not cancer. Now the burden of feeding 8 mouths and settling Papa's bills all rest on my shoulders. Although Mama makes a little accepting sewing and laundry jobs in our neighborhood, it's scarcely enough to cover the costs of day-to-day living, let alone the bloated hospital bills. We can't even expect help from our own government because the health insurance there barely covers
I'm sure he'll get
anything.
better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
Silence. I think the call got cut until...
Listen, Grace. Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors. but I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
Hopefully. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't have to know that. Sorry, Mama. You taught me not to lie, yet look at what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition for the next semester, too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
I have no idea how to go and say that. And I'm not gonna vouch up another pronunciation. When are you coming home? EJ, the youngest, used to be the sole person asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years later, and I still can't give them a straight one. I smile, though Mama can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion on the other end, the sound of gates opening, a voice of a child, EJ, talking excitedly about his day at school, the tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? I miss them. I miss them so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
It ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Aw, they all look so cute! Isabella received an unexpected call from her family back in the Philippines. An emotional moment, her mother informed her of her father's deteriorating condition despite treatment. Nonetheless, the young woman assured her and continued to work hard to be able to support all of them. Closing my eyes for a moment to take a deep breath and shake away from my head the thoughts beginning to swim inside. It's pointless to mull over things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
Unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble? Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's nothing like that. Will you calm down? Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything then.
Or you could just tell me over the phone. Like, right now. And not be a dick. There's the telltale din of several feet shuffling against a wooden flooring and an indistinctive yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. That isn't in any way comforting, but it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone to my bed and finish my shower in record time. I make it to the office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment, completely disheveled and out of breath. A feat if I take into account my usual travel time. Routine climber common to Briar Realty Corporation's Luxmore office greets me as soon as my feet cross the threshold. Papers rustle, telephones ringing at sporadic intervals, agents talking at varying volumes, staff moving around, and...
Where the hell is C? Where are my employees? What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
Dear God, man, calm the fuck down. My boss's words turn muffled as someone else closes the door to his office, likely the work of our HR manager. Throughout the past weeks, he's been in a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. I hear they're still trying to get hold of them, but to no avail. The result is half of their workload have been shifted to all available staff so as to not lose clients. Not that I mind the extra work. No idea why I keep yawning. If anything, it means I'll have more distance to my family back home. Although the rumors of a branch closure circulates because of this is indeed a bit worrisome. My bag barely touches the top of my table when Rose pulls me aside.
Here, I need you to help me with these papers. If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
One after another, she thrusts a bunch of paperwork into my hand without explanation. A page flutters away from the top of the pile, and I lean down to pick it up, my eyes scanning the top of the page as I straighten. The purchase and a sale agreement. Rose simply gestures her thumb towards our visitor lounge when I tilt my head in question. There, seated on the sofa and looking completely out of place in the humble decorated room, is the same couple from the day before. Right. Ugh, fucking rich people. Something bubbles in my throat. Their presence in the office can only mean one thing.
They're buying it? We got a deal?
She swats at my hand, tugging her sleeve, although her eyes are alight with something akin to joy. She wants the sale to happen as much as I do, and now that it's here, the deal needs to be closed yet, documents need to be signed still, but the elation is there, along with a foreboding feeling I can't quite
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house. I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer. I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madam Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
Bitch. I'm sorry, I got something caught in my throat again. I just seem to get all kinds of things caught in my throat when I talk about these two people.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once. What do you mean?
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price, as long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible. I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front, too.
Even with that urban legend?
Rose nods.
Oh, I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose. I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Don't they have better things to spend money on? They're fucking rich people. No, they do not. I'd haggle it down to the lowest price possible if I were in their place, especially with the stories attached to it. Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive the hefty commission after all, nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signaling she's heading back to them, and an unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what work she's left me. In fact, having the boss sign the agreement is the easiest, since it has put him in a better mood, much to the entire office relief. Ma'am Hannah calls me over the moment she notices my presence at the lounge door. She welcomes me with a bright smile, her movements more open than what one would typically expect from a passing client.
Oh, Isabel! How are you feeling? You looked awfully dreadful yesterday.
Thanks for caring, Hannah! See, until she actually says my name correctly, it's not gonna change. I'm just gonna say hers incorrectly. Rich bitch.
Isabella, I'm fine now, ma'am. I appreciate your concern.
I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a really common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. Regardless, I hand them their copy of the agreement. It's because they're fucking assholes. AKA really, really rich white people.
Wonderful. Your team works unbelievably fast.
Well, I guess it's just like really rich people. I don't know. Just seems like a thing that like is a stereotype between like the really rich, wealthy white people. Ma'am Hannah skims through each of them with a scrutinizing eye, checking every page for any inconsistencies and errors. Despite the unassuming impression she gives off, she appears fully aware of what to look for in the process that goes into contracts like this. It is surprisingly... Let me try that again. It is surprising, to be quite honest. I haven't pegged her for someone who is well-versed in these things, yet here she is. She shows some of it to her husband, and he responds with the same passive interest as if he were more than happy to leave everything to her. I can't tell if it is purely because he believes she's capable enough, doesn't care about what they are buying, or he simply finds such paperwork tedious. Apparently, satisfied with what she's seen, Ma'am Hannah claps her hands together before extending it to us for a shake. Rose and I release the breath we've been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles it then? Are you really sure about this property, ma'am? We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with a modern touch?
Something not haunted, perhaps? Rose shoots me a warning glance that clearly says, "Don't make a scene. We're almost there."
Of course, why wouldn't I be? The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
A helipad would still be a nice addition.
Fucking rich people.
Yes, well, we'll get there eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately. Shame she didn't have it.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan, after all. You know how much thought to be put into those things.
There are servants for that, darling.
Love, wouldn't it be better if we handled it ourselves? A personal touch of sorts. It is our housewarming party and our new home. No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us. Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget...
She discreetly folds something into both our hands and winks, a finger raised to her lips demanding our silence.
I know both of you worked hard on getting us this beautiful mansion. Did I mention we reward our people generously?
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
Okay. She smiles sweetly like this is simply the most normal thing to do in the world.
Before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house.
Love how you go and say dying with an emphasis.
You can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that. Transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling even after they've left. Other agents will kill to have the clients like them. A part of me feels lucky about the fact no lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talk signature, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part? A second ago, we sold a haunted property to two innocent clients. They are not innocent. They know what the fuck they're getting into. I am sorry. It's just the way she knows. Like, she freaking knows. Or he knows. One of them knows. They are not stupid. Sure, the commission is big. Big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization. Big enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schooling. Heck, it'll keep me away from instant noodle diet for months. I don't have to go back to the mansion as well once the deal has been closed, much to my sanity's relief. But knowing something's in there, and we gave it to good couple of decent... Despite that, they're not a good couple, they're assholes. Okay? It is perfectly fine if you do this. Perfectly fine! Oh, Isabella, the things you do to sell a house and get money, Papa would not appreciate it. At least I have good news to tell next time I call home. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anywhere.
Well, there Something. So how does it feel?
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Yeah, memorable. Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus, too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised. What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
She slings an arm over my shoulders and leans in closer to my ear, as though she's about to share a big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
I don't get it.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food. Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me. But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
She quickly removes herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in a span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. Nothing surprising there. She's one of BRC's top agents regardless of how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it. Of course, I learned eventually I had to. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once, though, in a drunken stupor, Rose told me a story of what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimmed with yet to be fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Out of curiosity, I never pressed on the matter further, but perhaps it is where the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives, of goals we both let pass us by because of the circumstances we're in.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
New client?
Reassigned. Have you heard from Mark at all?
Not since the first visit to the mansion.
Oh, no. Great. Not okay.
Why? No news from the HR yet?
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away.
Sure. Yeah, nope. Didn't obviously get taken by the ghost.
I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows? Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
She throws a casual wave over her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for a much-needed break. Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out, but oversleeping didn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today, if one can consider taking into little account from my pantry packing your lunch. Time to make good on the promise I made to Becca, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash, too? In the end, only Becca and Zach could come. Ash, on the other hand, couldn't be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail. He's at it again. Right here today, gone the next. Oh well, his loss. We've agreed to meet at a nearby cafe, with the same one I usually frequent with Becca because it's cheap and they give away free bread after closing time. I'm never saying no to free stuff. Quaint, a little old-fashioned, though looks a wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it all the same. Much like the small building's facade, the interior carries an antiquated charm to it. Vintage art pieces and a row of shelves boasting an extensive collection of books cover the walls. It would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on a weekend, the place is still packed with people. Thankfully, Becca and Zach have already found seats and are engaged in some casual chanter when I arrive. It's strange seeing the two of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Sure, they talk when they meet, laugh at the same thing when there's something funny, but there's distance. The kind born purely out of differing interests. That or Zach's simply afraid of Becca. It's not impossible, and I won't blame him if he is. He might be the tallest in our group, but everyone knows that means nothing against Becca's temper. Even I am a little scared of her.
Zach! Becca!
Well, you seem to be in a better mood today. What happened? I know that smile, Belle. Come on, still.
Don't rush me. I'm still trying to find the proper words for this. Let's order food first, okay?
A waitress comes by to take our order. On a normal day, me and Becca will order a hearty serving of their special vegetarians, Toby's. Zach takes anything with a good helping of meat, sausage, or potatoes in it. But today's a good day. Great, even. It's not wrong to indulge a little, right?
Today's special. For the three of us.
Even the person jotting an order down looks surprised at today's meal choices. She writes it nevertheless and leaves without a comment. Becca furrows her brow in consternation, her mouth halfway open, ready to let loose a string of reprimands.
Don't worry. It's my treat.
The glare Becca sends me reminds me of the ones I got from Mama when I punched a kid bullying my younger brother 18 summers ago. Naturally, I never did it again after she made me apologize the next day, but Becca's far from being my mom. A small sheepish grin is enough to dissolve that frown into a defeated sigh. Food arrives in the middle of a funny story from Zach, putting the rest of the conversation on hold as we each are served our orders. It isn't anything fancy. Pan-roasted sea bass with citrus-dressed asparagus and a portion of mashed potatoes on the side, or at least that's what the daily special board says. It looks so good, and now you guys are making me hungry. Never did pay any attention to it whenever I came here, since they price whatever's written way above what I'm willing to spend on food on a single day.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry, I think I'm dying.
You're always hungry.
Hey! Not all the time.
Let me guess. You skipped breakfast again.
Not on purpose. I may have overslept by a few seconds today.
Right then. Stop stalling, Isabella. What's this about?
Let us say, Rebecca. She wouldn't be inviting us out if it wasn't worth hearing out.
Well, we're waiting.
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
An expectant grin breaks out on my face, except...
I'm sorry, say that again.
And this is important because...
Becca only raises an eyebrow at me, while Zach appears like he didn't get the punchline to another lame joke Ash made and is desperately searching for someone to explain it. Oh, bummer. Maybe I should rephrase it?
Okay, let me do that again.
Good! Good. It's better than it was before, I think. I don't know. Well, guys, let me see the reactions and then
Guess what, guys? I'm paying! I sold the house!
At the news sinks in, their expressions goes from puzzlement to utter surprise. That's more like
You
it.
heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. As of today, I'm Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos, and free from my instant noodle binge.
Wow, seriously?
Hold it, Belle. You sold the house?
Yep.
Which house is this? In Aslam Village? The one with the open house yesterday?
The one and only. Come on, Becca. I know you've got a better memory than that.
Oh, wow. That's... wow.
She let out an audible hum. Although she's nodding, she gives the impression of someone who has heard something unbelievable and is still forcing her brain to absorb it. Did she think we won't be able to sell it? Have some faith in me, Becca. Am I not your best friend or what?
You don't believe me?
The words tumble out of my mouth, one after another, before I can stop them. I've been trying to avoid bringing up yesterday's little spat, and judging from the looks on their faces, it seems they are too. Me and my
I'm
stupid
sure it
mouth.
ain't the way you're thinking, Bella.
Well, guys, before we get into an argument and I have to get wrapped up in more of this story, I'm I'm gonna bid you guys adieu. So, I have been your host, Frady Cat, and until next time, have a perfect day.